Right, once again, let's get right on back into it. This one is another one of Eminem's songs. He was dissing Benzino back in the day. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these songs that I'm gonna review for Eminem, I know these songs. I mean, I grew up listening to Eminem. I was a big fan of Eminem growing up. If you can see, it's a post on my wall. If you can see that far. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this Bully song. Hopefully, you guys have heard it before. If not, it's on YouTube. Really good song. Benzino, him and Benzino had the whole thing. Benzino basically had a problem with, he didn't necessarily have a problem with Eminem, so he says, but he had a problem with the way the industry is and how, basically the whole Elvis thing where, you take a black artist and he does something and maybe it doesn't stand out, but then you take a white artist and maybe it might stand out more, is what he was saying. And so, there was a lot of back and forth, but somewhere along there, this is just one of the diss tracks that he came out with. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Here we go. I'm gonna have to fast forward this. Can't get the copyright claim. You see how the beat kicking off? It sounds real nice. Let me go ahead and stop there for a second. Get right back into it. Bam. Let's start there. Here we go right here.
I'm withholding my anger, though I'd like to be the strangler of this punk ass little pussy's puny neck. It's my right to insist that he acknowledge my existence, but he just displays complete lack of respect.
So right off top, I mean, he's just talking about, like, he knew who Eminem was. Everybody knew who Eminem was at the time. He was growing. He was blowing up. Everybody was starting to love this guy. And he would never, Benzino would never give him a good rating. The first rating he gave Eminem for his album was a 2 out of 4. He gave him a 2 out of 5 for the album. And then he got so much flack over it. So many people were mad that he gave Eminem a 2 out of 4. He changed the review to a 4, which is still like the lowest that they would go at the time. They wouldn't give anybody lower than a 4, but they gave Eminem a 2 and then changed it to a 4. So of course Eminem was really mad about that, and he felt like with this level of, I can rap. I don't care if you think whatever, I'm white, I can rap. And so he just felt like he was completely disrespected. That's why he said, I'm withholding my anger, though I'd like to be the strangler of this punk ass little pussy's puny neck. It's my right to insist that he acknowledge my existence, but he just displays complete lack of respect. And he's talking about, that's what he's talking about, that respect.
Insist that he acknowledge my existence, but he just displays complete lack of respect. That's what he says to himself as he uses magazines to trash me. As he sits with both his feet up at his desk, smokes a bag of his weed and starts imagining things, and he just can't see that he's manically depressed.
And so once again, that's what he's talking about. Uses his magazine to trash him, as he uses the magazine to trash me. As he sits with both his feet up at his desk, smokes his bag of his weed, and starts imagining things, and he just can't see that he's manically depressed. But yeah, once again, the Source magazine was that magazine that everybody went to for everything hip-hop in that point in time. And if you got a bad rating on the Source magazine, basically people wouldn't buy your stuff. And so Benzino was maneuvering the magazine to try to affect Eminem's sales, and he did a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna bring up the other part that I want to bring up right now, or if I'm gonna wait, but yeah, he did a lot to try to sabotage Eminem.
And in his jealousy and envy, it just whirls him in a frenzy. As he turns on MTV and sees my face, he don't exist in his world, so he just twists and he twirls, spirals and spins till he hurls himself into rage.
So then he said, and in this jealousy and envy, it just whirls him in a frenzy as he turns on MTV, as he turns on MTV and sees my face. He don't exist in his world, so he just twists and he twirls, spirals and spins till he hurls himself in a rage. So basically, I mean, at the time, Eminem was everywhere. I mean, by the time 8 Mile came out, it was even crazier. But I mean, Eminem had sort of like a Michael Jackson-esque phenomenon. I mean, for you younger people, like a Justin Bieber phenomenon. Like I hate to compare Eminem to Justin Bieber, two way different types of music. But that's how it was. Like, I mean, Eminem, you could not turn. I mean, you could not go anywhere and not hear about an Eminem. So, I mean, obviously he's a legend, and he's been doing great for a long time.
And it's destroying him slowly, cause he does not even know me, even though he sees me everywhere he goes. So he just tortures himself. He has no fortune and wealth, so he extorts someone else to get his dough.
Once again, he's just coming with facts. I mean, it's not like Benzino really had a lot of money compared to Eminem then or now. And he's just saying he's extorting him to get his dough. He has no fortune and wealth, so he's extorting him to get the dough. And what he means by that, I think I mentioned this in one of my videos before, but, you know, Eminem, unfortunately, he was young. He was stupid. He was like 14, 15, and he had a song called Foolish Pride. I'm sure some of you know about it. And he dropped the N-bomb, dropped the N-word. And so Benzino had somebody come to the magazine and, you know, bring this song to their attention. And they wanted to distribute the song through the Source, like with that specific copy of the Source magazine that month. They wanted to just give a song on a CD. I can remember this. Like they gave a 20-second clip because they got sued by Eminem and his people, and so they had to chop it down to a 20-second clip. And they still put this CD on the album. I'm sorry, they still put this CD on the magazine, like in a little like extra freebie package. And yeah, I mean, he was trying to make money off of that all at the same time. He was really trying to come at Eminem's head, you know. And I don't feel like Benzino. I think Benzino, just for whatever reason, had his problems with Eminem. I don't think he really even had a problem with the Foolish Pride thing. I think he was really more trying to use the whole Foolish Pride song just to attack Eminem.
And now he's acting like a bully, so he tries to push and pull me, but he knows that he can't fool me, so he's mad. He has no choice but to scream and raise his voice up at me, cause it annoys him to see that I ain't scared. You ain't no motherfucking bully. 9 pounds to the motherfucking bully. I won't allow it, ain't no coward to the bully. I'll be damned if I don't stand up to a bully. Fight like a man, throw my hands up to a bully.
Let me not get too excited and get a copyright strike over here. But yeah, you know, he's just saying he's gonna stand up to somebody who just trying to just use little semantics and stuff from when he was a child, and try to you know, and shit on his name. Because I look at Eminem, I see what he's about. Eminem might have said what he said, but Eminem ain't that person. He's not I don't feel like Eminem is anywhere near a racist, especially that Donald Trump freestyle he did, and then the second half of, I can't remember the name of the song, but it's on Revival. The album supposedly nobody listened to. There's a song, I think it's like white boy, and then the second half of that song, like the beat changes. He was rapping some real stuff. As a matter of fact, I should review that second half because nobody seems to like they even paid attention to that. But let's get back into it.
And I know it must be fucking with you emotionally.
He about to get back into it. He about to start destroying this man again.
Now I'm not trying to make no more enemies, no more unfortunate. There's so many other motherfuckers that just are. They just keep hounding at me. Now that I'm down with 50, suddenly now I got beef with this faggot job.
I mean, back at that time, 50 Cent had a lot of, I mean, Eminem had a lot of enemies just for talking the way he talked. But a lot of Eminem's enemies, you know, they weren't all in the rap world. Because Eminem, I mean, he had the beef with Elton John. He had Christina Aguilera. He was saying stuff about. He said stuff about NSYNC, Britney Spears. I mean, and then, you know, rappers too. But, you know, there's so many people. Cannabis. I mean, the list goes on. And then 50, you know, he had his problems with Ja Rule, you know, Cadillac Ty, and a couple dudes that were Irv Gotti, a couple dudes from Murder Inc. And so, you know, he was targeting a lot of people too. So they had a lot of beef at that time, and they handled everything and did, like, ended careers and end the story.
But his ass is such a puppet, or bitch shove his whole head up and just make him say what he wants him to say. But shook as herb on a string and Herb so nervous that he says anything to this man to keep him at bay.
So. Right there, he's basically he said, you know, I got beef with this faggot Ja. And but he's such a pup. Ja Rule is such a puppet, and Irv Gotti, the one who was, that he was signed to at the time, he was saying that, Irv basically can use him like a puppet or a ventriloquist dummy and make him do and say what he wants to say. And then at the same time, Irv is scared because he was under Suge Knight at the time, and Irv was just doing whatever he had to do to make sure Suge Knight ain't go, Tupac Suge Knight on everybody, because we still don't know what happened with Pac and Suge Knight. We don't know the truth, you know what I'm saying? Suge in jail right now, so Suge just, if you saw the Straight Outta Compton movie, yeah, you know about Suge, but let's keep it cracking.
Sometimes I think that he's so tough and murder inks the big bad wolf, and they go huff and puff and blow our label down. But our building's made out of bricks, so you ain't taking out shit. And dog, you just did a song with Bobby Brown.
Damn. So, that was, that's him making reference, Huff and Puff. That's making reference to the Three Little Pigs. I swear this beat is like, this beat is, I don't know, something to this beat is like nursery rhyme. It's something this reminds me of something in this beat. But yeah, he's talking about the Three Little Pigs. And, in the Three Little Pig story, if you had building material that was made out of worthless stuff, the wolf came and huffed and puffed and blew it down. But he's saying, we strong, we standing strong. Our stuff we got a foundation. So basically it's made on bricks and you ain't taking out nothing. Then he said, you just did a song with Bobby Brown, which is like a diss to Bobby Brown, but I'm sure Bobby Brown, I wonder if Bobby Brown heard this. Like, damn, dog, you just gonna get me like that? I ain't even doing that with y'all. You just gonna throw me in there with?
Sometimes you try to pull the race card and it backfires in your face hard. Cause you know we don't play that black and white shit. Plus the style that you fucked when you was ecstasy up was just a man who's dressed up as a white bitch.
Okay, so then right there he's talking about the race car thing once again. That's the whole thing I was talking about with the Foolish Pride mixtape and or with the Foolish Pride song, and how Benzino was trying to push that out there and distribute it. And you're saying, we don't play that. And I believe that Eminem doesn't do any of that. And then, he's talking about how he uses ecstasy, Ja Rule, or he did at the time. And he was a drug head, and how he was dressing up like a woman. He did something. He dressed up like a woman. So let's keep it going. Hook once again. Okay, let's get through this hook real quick.
You must be taking too much.
He was always singing about that. He was killing him with them E-pills. He had a couple songs. They just kept going in on him being a drug addict, man. I'm telling you, like every song he was talking about it.
Now what bothers me the most about hip-hop is we so close to picking up where we left off with Big and Pac. We just lost Jam Master Jay, Big L got blasted away. Plus we lost Bugs, Snake Song, and Freaky Ty.
He's talking about a lot of rappers that passed away. Of course, Jam Master Jay, you know him, Run DMC, and actually Jam Master Jay got shot on a day when Eminem called into the radio station to talk about a song that Benzino put out dissing Eminem, and 50 Cent had taken over the radio station with G Unit, and so Eminem decided to call in, and that was the night that Jam Master Jay got shot and killed. And Bugs, of course, Bugs from D12, Slang Time, Freaky Ty, a couple of rappers back in the day, and then Big L. I don't know if some of you, if you guys are really big Eminem fans and you call yourself a big Eminem fan, then you should really know who Big L is. And if you don't, you should go listen to Big L right now. You'll hear a lot of Eminem and Big L. Eminem mentions Big L as one of his biggest inspirations, and the song he did, "Patiently Waiting," with 50 Cent. Sprinkle a little Big L on top. But you got the realistic illest killers tied up in a knot, juggernauts of this rap. Like it or not, it's like a fight to the top. You know what I'm saying. But it's just sad that we lost all those people, and he's just saying that, look, we getting back to that. Everybody's dying. In 2018, Triple X, the overdoses with Lil Peep, Mac Miller, Frito Santana, the people getting gunned down. we gotta fix it.
It's like a never-ending cycle that just seems to come full circle. Everybody's gotta be so fucking hard. And I'm not excluding myself, cause I've been stupid as well. I've been known to lose it when someone says something smart. But as we grow as men, we learn to let shit go. But then again, there's only so much bullshit we can really stand. We all got reps to uphold. When someone steps on our toes, it's no exception, it goes for every man.
So yeah, basically, once again, he's just saying it's a never-ending cycle. Like I just mentioned, in 2018, it's still happening. Started with all the Biggie and Pac stuff, and it just continues today. It's like a never-ending cycle. And he's saying everybody just got to be so hard. That's the way the industry is. We probably need to change that. But he's saying, I know that I'm guilty of it as well, and you know, we gotta figure out something that's not gonna keep us having our parents looking at us in the grave. I mean, because you're not supposed to see your child pass away. And so let's keep it going.
But if Bird really gave a fuck about child like he claims he does, wake him up and make his boy get off them drugs. But he just keeps feeding him pills, so if that he doesn't kill someone from G-Unit will, and I ain't buzzed. Dog, I'm talking.
He was talking to him slick right there, dog. Eminem was always about those bars, you know what I'm saying? And he always will. Like, Eminem be killing people, man. But right there, he's talking about, you know, if Irv really gave a fuck about Ja Rule like he claimed he did, he would have got him off the drugs at the time, because he was just doing whatever he wanted to do. And so he said, you know, he wake him up, make his boy get off them drugs, but if he just keeps feeding him pills, so if that E doesn't kill him, someone from G-Unit will, and I ain't buzzed. He just look, dog, you keep messing with me, them drugs gonna get you, something else is gonna get you. And I don't know if I got this. Let's get this part right here.
Him up and make his boy get off them drugs, but he just keeps feeding him pills, so if that E doesn't kill him, someone from G-Unit will, and I ain't buzzed. Dog, I'm talking to you straight. If the situation escalates any worse, we're gonna lose another soldier to this game. And if I get killed for this rap, I got $1 million in cash that says I will get you back in Haley's name. You ain't no motherfucker.
So I'm basically gonna stop it there, because the rest of it is just you know, like the hook. But dog, I'm talking to you straight. If the situation escalates any worse, we're gonna lose another soldier to this game. And if I get killed for this rap, I got $1 million in cash that says I will get you back in Haley's name. I mean, he's pretty much predicting the future. It's not that hard, but he's pretty much predicting the future right there, because any worse, we're going to lose another soldier to this game. And we have lost people since then. We've lost so many people since then. You go on YouTube, you see all these videos people make about just rappers getting shot, how many rappers got shot this year, that year. It's sad. And he said if somebody ever got him, he got $1 million in cash that said he would get somebody back in Haley's name. Because we all know Eminem is connected. I mean, just the level, I mean, his level of fame, his artistry, his skill, his level of respect. Yeah, that is not a dude to mess with. So hopefully you like this video. It wasn't necessarily a reaction video, because I've heard the song many times. More of a review, but Eminem be killing people. He is a lyricist, first and foremost. And we're going to get into some more in the future soon. So just stay with me. Stay tuned. Rate, comment, subscribe. Or comment, subscribe.